Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 139. Available now. Yo. So I just watched Fly Me to the Moon. It is the new romantic dramedy, starring Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, Woody Harrelson, Anna Garcia, Ray Romano, and it is directed by Greg Berlanti, who I know has like multiple titles that he has directed, but off top of my head, I can only remember that he directed Love, Simon, like, I want to say 6 years ago. You got Channing Tatum, who is overseeing the Apollo 11 moon launch, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin history. But the country doesn't care, and Russia is kind of like in the lead. This is back in the 60s. This is all like real world, really happened. And then the fictional aspect is that Scarlett Johansson is like a lady Don Draper. She can sell water to a pirate. And she gets hired by the government to make NASA and make the moon landing sexy. Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson, they bump heads, they disagree, they find common ground, romanticness ensues. Does the moon landing actually happen, or was it all staged? I went to see this movie because I enjoy both of these actors. I will not shy away. 21 Jump Street made me a Channing Tatum fan. I have seen all 3 Magic Mike movies. Magic Mike Last Dance review is on this channel. I've been a fan of Scarlett Johansson since the very first time I ever saw her. Was that The Perfect Score, or was that The Man Who Wasn't There? I don't remember. But she's dope. She's literally one of my favorite actresses working. Black Widow. Yeah, it's like, if you're an Avenger, like, you got my attention. Channing Tatum was almost an X-Man, apparently, and might be again in 2 weeks. I don't know anything. I'm just talking shit. One of my favorite Frank Sinatra songs of all time, "Fly Me to the Moon," same title. I was hoping for a reference to that song. It came out around the same time frame, and this like is classified as a romantic comedy. It's not very funny at all. There are a couple giggles, but this movie coasts off the charm and the charisma of the 2 leads. Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, he's soldier, all about his business. Work, complete the mission, get the job done. She's trying to have fun, little bit of spunk, trying to liven things up and loosen the mood. It doesn't always go over well. And then there's the whole like government conspiracy. Did they, didn't they? I genuinely don't know. I don't know who knows. I choose to believe that America really put human beings on the moon. I love astronomy, astronauts, space. I love that shit. I've probably said in an astronaut space related movie review before that I had a chance to go to space camp in middle school and got fucked over. I love that shit. I would love to see outside of Earth, like with my own 2 eyes. It just sounds so cool. Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson, they are good together. Always down. Like, I love Everybody Loves Raymond. It's one of the GOAT sitcoms in my opinion. Woody Harrelson, Cheers. He is the government dude spinning all the controversy, all the conspiracy, whatever. So that kind of makes the government the antagonist, which, when aren't they? But overall, I think that this movie's fine. It's not that funny. Tonally, I felt like it was all over the place. It's not that funny. Some of it gets really heavy. Like, it's not drama, like shove it down your throat, make you cry, tension, whatever type of drama you expect. But, like, it's there. It's just kind of like a moment in time, and then some of it gets very heavy. So I felt like the tones didn't really flow together properly. But I'm saying, like, if you like space, if you like astronomy, if you like astronauts, like, if astronaut period kind of lighthearted, like, the tone is like Down with Love with astronauts, kind of. Channing Tatum doesn't really play a Ewan McGregor type dude, but Scarlett Johansson is kind of a Renee Zellweger, but she's also kind of a Ewan McGregor. But I'm telling you, she's Lady Don Draper, and she's just trying to, like, make the moon landing sexy to the public. So with all that being said, I will say that, in my opinion, Fly Me to the Moon is solid. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It could have been, like, more tightly written, and they just kind of dropped the ball on the writing and the tone. So yeah, man, have you seen Fly Me to the Moon? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. I recently put up a review for Despicable Me 4. Top 3 movies of the second quarter of 2024. Next week, I want to watch and review Twisters. The following week, I want to watch and review Deadpool and Wolverine. Somewhere in between there, I believe Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 comes out. So in the next 2 weeks, 3 reviews on y'all head. The listening public, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm going to tinker with it over the next week or so. The podcast has moved from Spotify for podcasters to Podbean, and I don't know how the final product is going to change, if it will, but we're going to find out next episode that I don't know what we're talking about yet. Last episode, we did a July, August, September third quarter preview. So like, subscribe, comment, find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.